Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to begin. Parents, partners, relatives, and friends, please rise as we welcome the class of 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, the faculty of the School of Communication and Information. Please remain standing as the a cappella group Rutgers Shockwave leads us in the national anthem and the alma mater. The words to the alma mater are printed in the back of your program book if you'd like to sing along. Beautiful. Thank you, Rutgers Shockwave. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. To open our ceremony this morning, I'm honored to invite to the podium the Chancellor of Rutgers, New Brunswick, and a distinguished professor of psychology, Francine Conway.
Thank you so much. Dear honored guests, faculty members, staff, family, loved ones, and of course, our graduating class of 2024. I am honored to be here with you today to celebrate your achievements. Your hard work and dedication have contributed to this vibrant campus community. You have achieved excellence in scholarship and leadership. Congratulations on your graduation from Rutgers University, a university with a rich history spanning over 2.5 centuries old. Now, as we celebrate this momentous occasion, let us take a moment to reflect on the path that has brought you here. I know that at times the obstacles may have felt insurmountable, but you have shown great tenacity and have persevered to the end. Your experience at Rutgers will continue to serve you throughout your lives. Now, when challenges come, remember what you have accomplished here. And when moments of doubt arise, my wish for you is that you discover what Ernest Hemingway referred to as grace under pressure, a quality of calm resilience and profound strength. I want to share with you a few inspiring words from Gary Bernison, 5 Graces of Life. Now, grace is a shared virtue that guides us in supporting each other and uplifting our communities. And the 5 principles of grace are represented by each of the letters in the word grace: gratitude, resilience, aspiration, courage, and empathy. Now, just allow me to briefly expand on some of these. Gratitude, recognizing the value in our lives and others' lives. As William Arthur Ward beautifully captured, turns the ordinary into blessings. Resilience, symbolized by endurance and hope. It reminds us of Maya Angelou's wisdom that we may face defeats, but never defeated. Aspiration, it encourages us to dream and strive for a better future, inspired by Abdul Kalam's belief in the power of dreams to precede reality. Courage, it is not the absence of fear, but the strength to face it, to stand firm and genuine in moments of crisis, embodying Hemingway's grace under pressure. And finally, empathy, the ability to connect, to understand others deeply. This fosters compassion and reduces stress. And as Brené Brown eloquently described, it's about communicating the powerful message of you are not alone. Embracing these principles of grace prepares us to navigate life with curiosity, compassion, and a commitment to making a positive impact. As you step forward, remember this moment of celebration and the journey that brought you here to Rutgers. You are equipped not only with knowledge, but with the virtues to face whatever lies ahead. with grace. Congratulations, graduates. Your bright future awaits you, and may you always carry the spirit of grace with you. Congratulations.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Karen Novick, the Associate Dean for Administration of the School of Communication and Information. I'm delighted to welcome you to our annual graduation ceremony. This ceremony is a celebration of the 1,100 students who are receiving undergraduate, master's, and doctoral degrees from our school this year. Graduates, SCI faculty and staff share a great sense of pride and honor in being here this morning and helping you celebrate this wonderful milestone in your life. The padfolio that was on your chair when you came in is a small token from us to you on this momentous occasion. To all of our guests, we know you're here to see your special student graduate. We will cheer with you when your graduate crosses a stage, and we hope that all of you will remain in your seats and cheer all the graduates all the way to the Z's. We've done this ceremony many times. We don't have long speeches, and we will be done in 2 hours. Graduates and families, as you've seen, we have photographers taking pictures, and they will email you soon after graduation with information if you'd like to see them. That reminds me, I hope you saw all the signs about tagging us on your graduation photos that you take. Tag us on social media so we can all share your joy. After this ceremony, we invite everyone to a light reception, which is in a tent straight across the front from the arena. The School of Communication and Information is led by a scholar with international renown for her research related to children, media, and gender representation. It's my pleasure to introduce Dean Dafna Lemish.
Thank you very much, and thank you to our Chancellor, Francine Conway, who had to leave early because she's giving greetings to other schools or having the same kind of ceremonies right now. So I'd like to start by calling your attention to some dignitaries that we have here with me on stage. So as I call your name, please stand up so you can be recognized. First, the chair of Rutgers University Board of Trustees, Dr. Alan Costa. Junior, and trustee Linda Moten Rivers. Thank you. I also want to recognize faculty and lecturers of the Department of Communication. Please rise. Faculty and lecturers of the Department of Journalism and Media Studies, please rise. Faculty and lecturers of the Department of Library and Information Science, please rise. And seated with me on stage and in the arena are associate and assistant deans who work hard with me to support the school. Please rise on the arena and here. And now, I wish to highlight some very important attendees. If you are a Rutgers alum, please stand and remain standing. Rutgers alums, please stand and remain standing. Remain standing. If you are a parent, a partner, or child of someone graduating, please join, stand, and remain standing. If you are a relative or friend of someone graduating, please stand and remain standing. If you are SC&I faculty and staff, please stand and remain standing. Graduates, take in this moment. These are the people who supported you and helped you reach this important milestone in your life. In the best Rutgers tradition, I would like you to stand and show your appreciation to all of them. Thank you, everyone, and please be seated. As you know, our school benefits greatly from having the most distinguished faculty. Among them are Fulbright and Association Fellows, award winners, and presidents of national and international academic and professional associations. SC&I faculty exemplify the best of teaching and research and use their talents to contribute to the common good. Having grown up a long way from New Jersey, you probably can tell by my accent, I bring my own perspective about our faculty's accomplishments and renown. I attended conferences along Rutgers faculty, read their work, and applauded their scholarship. After a long career at significant research university, I had the opportunity 8 years ago to come here, and I'm so glad that I took it. I'm grateful to be part of this incredible community of scholars and teachers at this university. I'm sure you will agree, there is something special about SC&I and Rutgers and New Jersey. One of my great pleasures is chatting with our students in the lobby of our building or on College Avenue. Your excitement, enthusiasm, and positivity, despite everything we went through over the last few years, nourishes me. You shape our special culture, and it has been an honor and a privilege to meet you and learn with you. Today is your day, and I'd like to share a few observations. Some of you earned honors because of your stellar academic performances. We congratulate you for excelling academically during your time with us. Some of you struggled to overcome personal challenges while completing your degree and worked hard while quietly dealing with your own adversity. While these accomplishments do not earn public recognition, they are notable nevertheless, and we are proud of you. Some of you have grades that might look average or even less than average to someone who doesn't know you, but your relatives and friends and those of us on this stage know the size of the mountain you climbed. You inspire us with your determination and grit. Some of you became research partners with our faculty and went on to publish your own research. Many of you took an internship as part of your studies. Often, that internship was established by an alumnus who cared about your education. Some of you enhanced the Rutgers community outside of the classroom, leading organizations that give Rutgers its unique ethos. Some of you managed student government for the entire campus. Some of you published in the Targum, the second oldest student-run newspaper in America. And some of you participated in WRSU, one of the oldest student-run radio stations in the country. But it is not just you students who learned and grew at our university. It is us, the faculty, too. You pushed us to see the world differently, to reorient how we see problems and seek solutions, and impacted how we think, study, teach, and do our scholarship. You brought into the classroom an energy that is infectious and experiences that are unique. So we too have changed with you. Allow me then to take this moment to express gratitude on behalf of all the faculty on this platform and on the floor with you for sharing a part of your educational journey with us. As SC&I graduates, you join a community of almost 600,000 Rutgers alumni across America and throughout the world. Enjoy your lifetime membership in that special community. Stay in touch, attend events, share your experiences, and this is very important, help support the next generations of SCI students. I mean it most sincerely when I say that we want to hear from you and follow your progress. Finally, and most importantly, the task of a university is to help shape the future. As the name of our school underlines, we are the center of a communication, information, and media revolution that is reconfiguring our state and transforming our world. We call ourselves SCI, and truly, the sky is the limit. You have received the gift of a stellar education, and as graduates, share in the responsibility to shape the transformation for the good of all. Graduates, you are the future. Embrace it. And now, I'd like to call on my colleague, an outstanding scholar of communication, argumentation, and design, who serves as SCI's Associate Dean for Research, Mark Aakhus.
Thank you, Dean Lemish. To each of you, our new graduates, thank you for making our SCI community so extraordinarily vibrant. And congratulations on your achievements. Best wishes to you as you go forward and build a good life for yourself, for those close to you, and for the benefit of all. We'd like to take a moment to recognize undergraduate and master's students who have earned distinction in their studies through graduating with honors in their majors or by being inducted into our honor societies. If you're a student who is graduating with any of these honors, please stand so we can congratulate you. Okay, thank you. Graduates, as of this evening, you join the proud ranks of Rutgers alumni. I would like to introduce you to our school's Alumni Association President, Ron Jantz. Ron is actually a two-time SCI alumnus, here in both a Master's in Library and Information Science and a Ph.D. Ron worked at the research powerhouse AT&T Bell Labs for many years, and then joined Rutgers Libraries as a digital library architect for the final decade of his career. Please join me in welcoming Ron Jantz to the podium.
Congratulations, graduates. It's really great to see you all here this morning. I want to just take a few minutes to introduce you to the Alumni Association. The association now has a little over 32,000 members. It's a great network for you to tap into, and the good news is, once you graduate, you automatically become a member of the association. Our goal in life is to connect students, faculty, and alumni throughout the academic year, and we do this by sponsoring various events. For example, every fall we host a distinguished alumni event. Last year the honoree was Vivian Salama from Journalism and Media Studies, and this year we'll be honoring a candidate from the Communication Department. Also, throughout the academic year, we co-sponsor various events dealing with topics such as mentoring and diversity. And of course, we continue to support the student body through our endowed scholarship program. So I just want to welcome you all to the Alumni Association and extend an invitation for you to become actively involved in our association. While you're out there in society, improving it in so many ways, I hope you won't forget your school. So if you're interested in participating in the Alumni Association, a first step might be for you to just visit the school's website. There you can learn how the Alumni Association can support the student body and help them succeed in our increasingly complex information environment. So to just conclude my brief remarks, I want to wish you all the best of luck in your new careers, and I hope to see you soon at one of our alumni events. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Susan Keith, Associate Dean for Programs in SCI. Our school has more than a dozen student organizations for undergraduate and graduate students. Most of these organizations are extremely active, running career development, educational, fundraising, and social events every month. The amount of effort that students put into planning and running these events and these organizations is phenomenal. In addition, many of our students are involved in student organizations in other areas across the university. We'd like to take a moment to recognize the hard work of our student leaders. Graduates, if you have been an officer of a student organization during your studies at Rutgers, whether at SCI or elsewhere in the university, please rise so we can thank you for your contribution to our community. Thank you, graduates. Each year at graduation, we invite one student who has been active on campus to speak to and on behalf of the graduating class. This year, our student representative is Benjiman Argen. Ben has majored in communication and completed a minor in political science. He has put this combination of studies to good use this semester as an intern in New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy's communications office. Ben has been active in a number of student organizations and has served as president of Rutgers Public Relations Student Society of America. His work with that group earned him the award as the Future PR Professional of the Year from the Public Relations Society of America. I'm very happy to present Benjiman Argen.
Hey. All right. We all have a story that led us to where we are today. So since I'm up here, I guess I'll tell you some of mine. My name is Michael Benjiman Argen, although my classmates know me better as Benji Man. It's a preferred name, all right? I grew up low income, raised by a single mother, a grandmother, and an aunt, all of whom never went to college. Higher education in my household was a personal choice, not an expectation. So you can imagine how thrilled my family was with, I think I'm gonna go to school for social media. But it was my grandmother who always told me, Michael, chase your passions and the money will follow. So I did just that. I started at Brookdale Community College in the fall of 2018 with the hopes of changing the world through television. However, my sophomore year, the pandemic hit, the world shut down, and you know the rest. But the point is, it was an experience that shifted all of our stories, including mine. I found myself in an odd place. I paused school, I got a real estate license at 20, and after that worked out so well, I went to my local Applebee's Bar and Grill in Manalapan. It wasn't until my second understaffed half-apps rush that I realized, okay, maybe I should go back to the school thing. After experiencing Brookdale, I lost hope in higher education. Despite the name, it is hard to find that sense of community at community college. I thought I could do life without it, i.e. real estate license, telling everyone I was a photographer for 9 months, the whole bit. Nevertheless, it is a tremendous investment to go to university. And student loans, as most of us will have to face in September, is what made me so nervous to go back. Re-entering college as a non-traditional student, incentives like the New Jersey statewide transfer agreement and the Garden State guarantee brought me to Rutgers University. But it was Sky that made me fall in love with the city on the river. It was those nerves that drove me to explore every opportunity Sky had to offer. And truly, I was surprised with how many there were here. It was those enthusiastic, dedicated, and supportive professors who allowed me to rediscover my passion for learning and explore the vast world of communication. Whichever mentor here inspired you to write your story, because there's too many to count, their goal is all the same: to guide students in creating a solid foundation for which all of us can begin to dream beyond the sky. It's a pun. My special few included Dr. Erin Christie, Professor Tatiana Rodriguez, and of course, Professor Mark Beal, who after only one email called me proactive and pitched me to join PRSSA. An organization I had the privilege of leading this year, alongside the president of our student-run firm, Scarlet PR, Hannah Schwartz, out in the crowd. Yeah, okay. Together, we were able to embody and amplify the values we witnessed within Sky by creating a welcoming community of collaboration, doubling the organization, and leading over 200 fellow students in trying to figure out how to explain to our parents what public relations actually does. For my fellow graduates here today, I know your time at Sky could have looked a little different than mine, whether it was communication, ITI, or journalism. But we're all walking away having learned that one lesson. If you follow your passion and remain focused on your goal, you will see success, and hopefully money. It is important we recognize the immense privilege it is to obtain these degrees. Not everybody in the world has the opportunity to achieve this. I believe that to be human is to tell a story, and I encourage everyone here today and beyond to use the platform this degree is giving you to the fullest, to tell the stories you wish to see in the world and change it for the better. Thank you to the School of Communication and Information for allowing me to tell my story on behalf of the student body, and for the confidence it has given all of us to dream beyond what we thought was possible for ourselves. Our time here is something we will cherish forever. Congratulations to the Sky graduating class of 2024 at Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey.
Thank you very much, Ben, for those important words. And we now come to the part of the program that parents, family, and friends must look forward to: watching your special student be congratulated individually and earning a degree. We will start first with those who have reached the highest level of academic achievement. I would like to introduce Professor Melissa Ronchik, Director of the school's doctoral program, to present the graduates receiving the Doctor of Philosophy degree. Ph.D. students, please come up.
Candidates for Doctor of Philosophy in Communication, Information, and Media: Holly E. Avella. Dissertation title: Mood, Media, and Mental Health, a study of therapeutic mood mediating technologies. Her advisor is John Pavlik. William Anthony Bejarano. His dissertation title is The Use of Research and Non-Research Inputs in Policy Deliberation, a longitudinal case study of communication in state policymaking regarding adolescent depression screening. His advisor is Itzhak Yanovitsky, and he's being hooded this morning by Dr. Matt Weber. Allison Christine Bontempo. Dissertation title, Conceptualizing and Measuring Symptom Invalidation as Experienced by Patients with Endometriosis. Her advisor is Lisa Meixel. Bruce Robert Duboff. Dissertation title, Using Science Fiction, STEM Content, and Guided Inquiry Design to Stimulate Fifth Graders' Situational and Individual Interest Development Case Studies During the Pandemic. His advisor is Rebecca Reynolds. Hannah Elizabeth Jones. Her dissertation title, Communal Coping and Relational Turbulence Between Emerging Adult Children and Their Surviving Parent After the Experience of Parental or Partner Death. Her advisor is Jennifer Tice. Shravan Kumar Satyanarayana Iyer. His dissertation title is Understanding the Role of VR First-Person Perspective in Climate Change Knowledge Outcomes and Pro-Climate Social Actions. His advisor is John Pavlik. Olivia Walters. Her dissertation title, Child, Nation, and Emotion, Children as Rhetorical Tools in Political Campaigns. Her advisors are Amy Jordan and Chenjerai Kumanika. Lushuan Wang. Her dissertation title is Cultivating Perceptions, Exploring the Influence of News Media on Perceived Polarization. Her advisor is Lauren Feldman. Congratulations to the graduating doctoral students of 2024.
Sky has 3 outstanding master's programs, and we're delighted to present these graduates to you now. We'll start with the Master of Communication and Media. MCM graduates, please take your name cards, face the aisle to your right, and proceed to the stage. MCM graduates will be congratulated on stage by Communication Chair Professor Maria Dorpel, MCM Director Professor Rick Duell, and their names will be read by Professor Mark Beal. Just gonna drop them in there.
Jasmine Nia Berkeley. Sean Michael Blaze. Jason Scott Brandon. Julian Byrne Carter. Isroth A. Kameli. Tawan Clark. Aisha N. Cole Glaster. Victoria Lynn Cruz. Olivia Deanne. Kaylin DePass. Laureen Lee Dickinson. Marik Dadon. Carla Beatriz Espinal. Natalie Dominique Fata. Camila Filippi. Sarah Fitz. Sade Myasia Ford. Ronique Royana Gatewood. David Janes. Lillian Faye Kaplan. Lane Klimak. Abby Murphy Cooks. Remy Crayons Lebovic. Dalvin Devon Long. Moses Meriser. Joseph Sagnep Morales. Tamia Lee Muslim. Jacinda Cheyenne Elizabeth Nembard. Daniel Norvell. Robert Chichok Obufuna. Natalie Pazov. Shireen Patil. Daphne Claire Perez. Jaden Michelle Rivelas. Yathi Song V. Chloe M. Senna. Sydney Shaw. Suti Seas Somani. Juliet Trefero. Peter J. Vaccaro III. Michael Kieran Vargas. Danielle Soleil Vega. Christine Wang. Lucho Wong. Veronica Rita Verparlo. Luca Mastello. Christian Lloyd Albert Dowdell. Barakat Inderwalua Olukas.
Congratulations to our MCM graduates. We'll now recognize graduates in the Master of Health Communication and Information program. Graduates, take your cards and proceed to the stage. These graduates will be congratulated by Professor Maria Dorfel, Professor Rick Duell, and names will be called by Professor Mark Beal.
Amy Hart. Derek Marino. Kiani V. Nigel. Liliana Shields. Madison Olivia Welch. Patrice B. Wessel.
Congratulations, MHCI students. We'll now recognize the Master of Information students. Students, please take your card and proceed directed by your marshal. The names of the MI students will be greeted on stage by Department Chair Rebecca Reynolds, Program Director Lilia Pavlovsky, and the names will be read by Professor Joyce Valenza.
Layla Abdallah. Yulia Abova. Whitney Nicole Bailey. John Bednar. Heather Marie Berg. Ryan Jonathan Boguslavsky. Lakeisha Kim Cameron. Melanie Patricia Carroll. Natalie Castillo. Christine A. Constantino. Lauren Elizabeth Cummings. Allison Daly. Vinicius Damasceno de Almeida. Christine Teresa Ditzel. Rory Benjamin Duffy. Rachel Elmer. Lee Ely. Julia R. Ercolano. Meg Farenbach. Bethany Loria Falcon. Talia Perry Fellner. Jonathan Harold French. Emily Gallo. Waylon Sage Glass. Nathaniel Glickman. Catherine June Grady. Tishuan Huang. Mustafa Ibrahim. Marianne Lucille Janicelli. Daniel Alfonso Jimenez. Alexis Patricia Karras. Alexandra Koken. Phoeba Joy Kotokakun. Jenna Leese. Catherine Rose Manning Long. Kate Donnelly Mattei. Victoria Rose McCulley. Grace Kathleen McMorrow. Patricia Maraglio. Roma Mitra. Nicholas Raymond Muller. Megan Murray, Megan E. Murray. Erin Mustard. Kenyelle Camila Oyentis. Lauren Anyora Onkendi. Isaac Osetutu. Deborah Alejandra Popowski. Nicole Lee Poyer. Maria Printon. Carolyn Quimby. Anas Rabah. Nadia Rahim. Melissa Zinn Redmond. Ariel Alexandra Reyes. Mary Alice Rocks. Camila F. Rodriguez. Abigail Shories. Michelle Simon. Kristen Marie Samansky. Emily Thayer. Jayashri Vangala. Danielle Marie Weidman. Catherine Willoughby. Ethan Minnow Yu. Kelly Cortland Young.
Congratulations to all of the MI graduates. We'll now recognize our undergraduate students. Journalism and Media Studies students, please rise. Come to the stage. JMS students will be greeted on stage by Department Chair Amy Jordan, Program Director Steve Miller, and the names will be called by Professor Jack Bradich.
Sharia Yasmin Ajmal. Dylan Jack Allen. Cheyenne Astarita. Gyechi Bai. Jana Nicole Bensavengo. Lauren Hannah Bromberg. Madison Leanne Brooks. Ashley Camacho. Alexander Ryan Carminati. Cameron Carroll. Sam Queso. Philip Checo. Alyssa Chichia. Amanda Clark. Dylan Cooper. Lindsay Ann Crokin. Alec James Krauthamel. Jackson Thomas DiLulo. Brianna Disla. Kamari Jinsuke Dixon. Michael Einiger. Jacqueline Grace Frazier. Joanne Natalie Gillibert. Hyla Rose Heffron. Kira Ann Patricia Hurley. Natalie B. James. Max Robert Kahn. Tareem S. Khan. Yuqing Liu. Jake Joseph Kroll. Erica Nicole Lafayette. Olivia Lorenz. Juliana Margolin. Kiara Ann McCarthy. Marina Mendez de Moraes Benitez. Ashley Margaret Moynihan. Nika Okaye. Gianna Inez Ortiz. Mira Pantozzi. Michaela Grace Patterson. Javier Pazmino. Brianna Nicole Phillips. Alyssa Prinyaraks. Ellie Rigner. James Alexander Rivera. Priyanka Sarkel. Christopher Salvatore Savino. William Schwartz. Allison Lynn Cerrito. Erwin Shabe. Lily Ann Schmarek. Stephen Sitarik. Isabella A. Skoblar. Rowena Lirio Songkwan. Amanda Jennifer Stelwag. Jason Strazza. Jason Torres. Nicholas Raitt. Nicole Alexandra Brito Cruz.
Congratulations to our journalism and media studies graduates. We'll next welcome graduates from the Information Technology and Informatics program. Students will be greeted on stage by Department Chair Rebecca Reynolds, Program Director Warren Allen. The names will be read by Professor Kiran Garamella.
Rasul Rashan Abdul Salam, Melanie Rose Dumbrik Abutin, Muhammad Adil, Andrew Bailon Agas, Eriolua Omawon Olua Ajao, Oun Yi Mei, Ayan Ali, Ismail Mustafa, Aksa Saher Ali, Marielle Jasmine Alvaracin, Sarah Nicole Applebaum, Hamza Arshad, Rohan Arun, Talha Z. Asgar, Matthew Asuncion, Thomas Joseph Berdel, Lauren Elizabeth Bessette, Sajid Bhuyan, Logan Robert Blomquist Brannigan, Julian Orlando Kaye, John Stephen Selona, Caitlin Serenov, Samir Chadda, Yusuf Azfar Chak, Tehreem Asif Chata, Bhuvesh Chowdhury, Hajira Rafakwat Chima, Maribel Lauren Chen, Darren Chia, Anas Z. Chowdhury, Christine A. Clennon, Andre Coley, Sierra Catherine Conroy, Franklin Kota, Sam C. Daly, Ian Miguel A. de los Reyes, Nicolas Jose Delgado, Maya Deme, Dorothy Chow Doan, Dylan T. Driscoll, Lily Dudas, Rafael Eduardo Ferreira, Jason Daniel Franco, Justin Frank, Nicholas Anthony Freeman, Justin Fu, Justin Fu, Moshe Yair Golubchik, Leslie Nicole Gomez, Gerardo Jose Gonzalez, Fabian R. Gonzalez Asuncion, Hemant Gosukonda, Arnit Goyal, Ria Aaron Granfield, Lindsay Eve Grossman, Matthew Axel Guadalupe, Jessica Guizar, Alicia Monica Hayshek, Brian Mohammed Hilal, Renly Rainer Salazar Henson, Meher Prakash Hingorani, Natasha Hunter, Andrew J. Jamgochian, Shinze Jiang, Adam Kalinowski, Alexander Stephen Kompf, Faiza Kiran, Eric Kim, Joshua Kim, Adam Korachak, Robert Mikhail Kotliarski, Ibrahim Sakib Lari, Marielle Dora Krichun, Daniela Lascano, Naziha Ghazala Latif, Raymond Homan Law, Michael Eric Lawrence, Jiangwon Lee, Mary Joy Silvestre Leiva, Unish Limbu, Kyle Richard Lindemann, Jacob Ryan Lindstedt, Gail Mary Lordy, Nicholas Bert Lundberg, Rosette Moira Natividad, Brian Alexis Mata, Emily Han, Mark Masachi McClellan, Kelly Hernandez, Jacob David Kaplan, Sidra Khan, Michael Yi Lee, Hadia Zahra Malik, Victoria Elizabeth Martinez, Abhyuday Mathur, Ananya Mehta, Colin Brennan Murphy, Izana A. Negash, Elsa Fresna Noel, Caitlin Grace O'Connor, Ebubek Chuku Uchena Oyelo, Christian Manuel Ortiz, Christian Paul Ortiz, Brian J. Mann, Jesunifisemi Joy Osofisan, Maya Patel, Rahul Patel, Shriya Bharat Patel, Om Vivek Patel, Amanda Nicole Pontoriero, Mitra Ravindran, Christian Martin Reyes, Neda Isabel Reyes Pineda, Peter Mason Riley, Jared Riordan, Quinn Patricia McCary, Sana Noor Maqsood, Arusha Rahman, Darius Ruben McKay, Galen Shee, Sohei Shomya, Chabeli Silva, Cameron Maxwell Sims, Matthew Joseph Sisek, Aditya Srinivas, Fu Fi Pham, Ikra Sajjad, Ini Saliye, Amneet Kaur Sandhu, Anish Sandeep Shah, Shrey K. Shah, Sydney Joy Shee, Michaela Corinne Smith, Oliver Smith, Roshni Srinivas, Alia Litea and Stephanie, Tyler J. Stresminski, Jennifer Araceli Suarez, Shreya Tiwari, Saurabh Sachin Todkar, Yali Toure, Omar Asim Usmani, Harshita Vadapalli, Ahantya Sri Ramakrishna Vempati, Isabel Alessandra Viterbo, Hugo Vivas de los Santos, Aaron Warsaw, Haoyang Wen, Lucas Weston, Balaine Verhorn, Justin Woodley, Stephanie Wu, Victor Yang, Giselle Bryce Lampano Yanga, Andrew Zai, D. Shu, Xinzing Huang, Yongqi Yang, Melanie Samudio, Kayla Alexis Morrison, Rudransh Gupta, Rachel Ha.
Congratulations to all of our information technology and informatics students. And now we'd like to invite our communication graduates to the front. Don't forget to bring your cards. Communication graduates will be greeted on stage by Department Chair Maria Dorfel, Program Director Brian Householder, and the names will be read by Professor Maria Benetis.
Alice Lily Abrahart, Adam A. Kalicha, Ayowadi Ajeye, Andy Elizabeth Amaya, Erica L. Ambrosino, Luke Robert Anthony, Michael Benjiman Argen, Catalina Bahamondes, Dennis Nicholas Banjanov. Kayla Joe Barnes. Haley M. Becker. Stephanie Belisario. Kevin Andrew Bobrowski. Madison K. Bradford. Jacob Francis Bradley. Patrick A. Freiheim. Rachel Ki Yun Brill. Benjamin Michael Butchney. Reese Bracken. Nicholas Cabanis. Gabriella Michelle Cartia. Alexis Fallon Carlin. Sarah Jill Carolonza. Kelly Castaigne. Wei Usi Ba Braka Chapman. Marizul Elena Chavana. Yagmin Hu Chen. Danielle E. Cisneros Montenegro. Sarah Elizabeth Cooney. Eric Scott Cosares. Stacy Sarai Cotton. Sarah Ann Asmiriz Flynn. Alexis Carlos. Anthony Joseph D'Amelio. Jalen Ricardo Davey. Kayla Dekonvich. Jada Lynn Davis. Selena Nicole Del Duca. Janika Excelis de la Cruz. Gabrielle de Vadkis. Jake Francis de Clerico. Caitlin Elizabeth Donegan. Yusef El Sadawe. Perry Andre Fagan II. Alexander Carl Fleming. Chloe M. Foga. Alexandra Nicole Gaddy. Elena Jane Gatos. Joshua Allen Gross. Margaret Gross. Arshita Gupta. Caitlin P. Holobowski. Eunice Jaylene Hernandez Hugo. Ava Claire Intendola. Jane Yi Lee. Catherine Bailey Magnus. Alexandra V. Moldzik. Serena Lynn Papavero. Olivia Carolyn Goldsby. Isabella Fredericksdorf. Sophia Panella. Brendan Davis Haas. Alexandra Morgan Haley. Michelle Herrera. Fiona Maylee Herzog. Jared Max Hootstadt. John Michael Ianelli. Gabrielle Alexandra Javier. Julia Anna Yurkevich. Stephen Noel Karzuski. Faria Sandija Khan. Virjit Kular. William Joseph Lacasse. Jamie Lee Lewis. Elizabeth Lockett. Phoebe Jean Lyons. Alexandria Marie Manolo. Mary Camille Mankiewicz. Michael Joseph McGovern. Abigail Sarah Molman. Jonathan Moody. Caitlin Nicole Perdiego. Adam Ryan Tropper. Julia Ivy Natoli. Marina Orlando Jones. Alyssa May Corral. Tyler Joseph Coy. Jada Alexis Morton Sally. Riley Rose Ianconi. Tristan Ribolito Go. Nicholas Michael Malillo. Lauren Rosalind Messines. Isabella Angelina Mortalet. Catherine Hun Nguyen. Angelica Montilla. Aether Pacheco. Lara Angelina Pena. Nicholas G. Platt. Tashani Shori. Isabel Dolores Rosario. Zachary Pornilla. Marissa Gianna Percoca. Natalia Piedradita. Carlitos Arturo Juan. Carrie Kim Polanski. Ioana E. Rigos. Elizaveta Reindich. Natasha Sanchez. Lashindra Kukwa Sam. Gabriella Teresa Scroy. Sylvia Cheering Sherpa. Abigail Sahi Walton. Dana Bridget Rosales. Hao Zhang. Yushi Shuye. Jose Ruben Polanco Ochoa. George Guilo Vasquez. Giancarlo Salgado Russo. David Martinez. Deanna Cristina Oroxo. Noel E. Tay. Teresa Camille Saber. Emily Margaret Schumann. Jamie Ann San Antonio. Hannah Alexis Schwartz. Jamie Steinberger. Amy Mary Shalub. Salem Tedesi. Lola Sago. Megan Grace Sheehy. Kaylin Ann Smith. Nicholas Spittle. Roseanne Maria Tauber. Isabella Mia Vargas. Lily Isabel Vollenbrook. Allison G. Young Wong. Bi Yang Su. Adil Athar Yakub. Amy Zhang.
Congratulations, communication graduates. Will all of our graduates please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, the School of Communication and Information is proud to present our graduates from 2024. Please be seated for just a few more minutes. Immediately following this ceremony, we invite everyone to a reception in a tent. We'll have marshals outside helping show you where it is. And graduates, you'll have a chance to introduce your faculty to your family. We're going to begin the recessional. Guests, we ask you to remain in your seats to allow the faculty and the graduates to exit first. Guests, when you exit, you'll be going back out the way you came in and then going out through the front. And you'll be able to meet up with your graduate outside. Graduates, we're going to have the faculty process out first. You'll be following your marshals out the front steps, out the front doors of the arena. Graduates and guests, congratulations again, and thank you for coming. We wish all of you the very best of health, happiness, and success in the future.